Greenland has been concealment a open secret bottom its 3-kilometer thick ice leaf. Of its north angle to its southwest shore, the planet's largest isle has a gang of comparatively hot rock. Scientists say the confirms Greenland ran above a hotspot of upwelling melted fate tens of millions of years ago as it displaced to the Arctic. He's loved the wrong side of the isle, got a nice kill in the remote history and yet has the big scarring to show it. How hotspot, by the path, is the one that present is House Iceland in the medium of the polar Atlantic. The feather of blazing fate growing of profound within the land has break via the slim sea story at Iceland's position and is now creation new earth in routine eruptions of lava flow. Greenland's hot NWSE gang is informed by a crew of researchers led by the U.S. Area Agent, NASA, and the UK Antarctic Examination, BAS. Two main reasons. At first, it tells us on how the external leather of the land, its web of fault sheet, has shuffled about above period. Scientists yet discussion the accurate detailed information of while and how America and Europe drifted separately for the discovery of the Atlantic. It was mined how Greenland ran above the Iceland hotspot. We now include a superior concept of the path it took. Secondly, the map will helps us evaluate the next of Greenland's ice leaf. Following Antarctica, the is the following greatest keep of iced water supply on the Earth, and it is smelting, loser several 280 trillion tons to the sea each year. Ocean levels are growing globally as a outcome. Environment changing scenarios propose future, fast smelting. But the sustainability of the ice depends in portion on the rock's heat. The heating at the basis, the facilitating it is for the ice over to go. Machine model must get the warmth flow in expense while they try to draft which will occur in the many decades and centuries front. Since Greenland is coated by hundreds of meters of ice pack, he's very hard to get accessing to the rock to compute warmth flow. Boreholes include been drilled via the ice to recording profound heat information, but these drill bit sites are really rare. Instead of, the researchers will trust on consequential methods, and their largest productive attitude is to analyze the magnetics of rock. The characteristic can be sensed by tool delivered by planes over the shallow of the ice leaf. Which happens following is very clever. Scientists aware the heat at that hot mineral deposits miss their magnetics. He's named the Curie heat and it occurs at 580 C. The researchers will measuring device how shut the happens to wherever the fate meets the ice pack. The nearer the Curie deep is to the border, the high the warmth flow. Greenland is a gallery of old bits of mainland how came along above a trillion year back. Geologists urge it a shield, a steady area of peel how is not exposed main operation. He's not creature extended, break separately or crushed. As such Greenland's rockbed should not show lot change in heat. We anticipated things to be form, explainable the researches at first writer Dr. Yasmina Martas of NASA's Goddard Area Flying Center fair vision a path of heat does not of himself show Greenland ran through a growing feather of content. But the scientists theorized how if it had later several lava should as well include been accreted to the basis of the mainland peel how makes up the isle. He's named biplating. And how's really which the crew found while they discussed seriousness and earthquake information. Down there is a spike of tight content how aligns in the hot path. If you go a leaf of document above a candlelight you get a burn mark on the document, told Dr. Tom Jordan of BAS. This residue heat on how link in the document is love the hot spot path we see in Greenland, or the carbon mark on the wrong side of the document would be love the biplating how is burn onto the lower of the shield and that we can discover of the seriousness and earthquake signals.